Hello everyone, welcome to the Smart Life. Today I have the Xiaomi IMILab EC3 outdoor security camera, and this outdoor security camera is very popular nowadays. It is very budget friendly and it has a lot of features. This EC3 camera is the upgraded version of the IMILab N2 camera, and the EC3 is the international version of the N2 camera. I have already reviewed the IMILab N2 camera Chinese version in my channel last year. This one right here is very similar to the N2 camera, but there are some upgrades, and the camera language is English, so the voice prompt will be in English, and that is good. And I also have the IMILab micro SD card. This is a 32 GB class 10 micro SD card, and it supports up to 95 Mbps speed. I'll install this micro SD card in this camera. So in today's video, I'm going to unbox this camera, and I'll set up this camera and connect to my Mi Home app, and I'll do a full review of this camera. And I'll also show you how to connect this camera via the Ethernet or the LAN cable and set up the Wi-Fi hotspot through this camera. So coming to the specifications of this camera, it supports the AI human detection, and it says it has the 2K HD resolution, and it also has a smart siren feature. It has a speaker inbuilt and it can sound a loud siren, and it has a night vision. It has a PTZ control. You can move the camera sideways. It has dual Wi-Fi antennas and the Wi-Fi connection, and the good thing is that it is IP66 water resistant. The Chinese version was IP65, but this one is IP66, so that is good. And these are the other details of the camera. The resolution given here is 2K, and it supports a video encoding of H.265. The Wi-Fi is 2.4 GHz, and it has a LAN connection of 100 Mbps. This product was manufactured in July 2020. I'll show you the video quality of the camera, and I'll also check whether the video resolution is really 2K or not. So now let's unbox it and see what is there inside. So there are two boxes on top. This one is the accessory for your LAN waterproofing. This is the power cable and the power adapter. Let's check the power adapter first. The power adapter is a EU style. This is suitable for my location, and it has a 5.5 mm DC jack. The power supply is 12 volt 1 ampere. Let's check this one. So these are some mounting equipment and some location sticker and mounting screws and accessories. And this is the user's manual, and it has multiple languages, and they also give you a screwdriver. And this is the waterproofing tape for the power supply as well as the LAN cable. And this is the camera itself, as you can see, and this is the mounting bracket. Let's keep all the other things aside. This is the user's manual. Everything is well described, and this is the location sticker. If you want to mount the camera on your wall, then you have to paste this sticker on your wall, and you can drill the holes according to the locations given here. And these are the tape for waterproofing your connections. Let's check the camera now. So this is the camera. The power input connection is here, and the LAN connection is here, and this has the reset button and the micro SD card slot. This is the speaker, and this is the camera lens. There is a protective cover. I'll remove that, and it has a microphone. So first let's try to mount it. So you remove this cover from the mounting bracket, and you remove this part, and you take this equipment that they have provided, and you can put it through like this and put it back here. And this is how you connect the equipments, and once that is done, you can attach this to the camera. There should be a screw here, the small screw, and you have to use this screwdriver, and you can tighten the screw here. That is the installation of the mounting bracket. Now I'll show you how to install the micro SD card as well as how to reset the camera. So this has a rubber seal for waterproofing. That is good. That is the reset hole. You need to use a SIM ejector tool or something like that if you want to reset the camera. And let's install the micro SD card. This is the IMILab micro SD card that I got together with this camera. You need to purchase it separately, and I have the micro SD card here, and let's install it. So now it's installed, and I have to screw back this cover. Now it's ready for setup. When you install the camera on your wall, there is a marking here. You have to put this cable through these markings like this and attach it to your wall like this. That is because it has a rotation angle, and when this camera rotates, there should be enough cable length for the camera to rotate freely. So you have to attach it like this on your wall, and they have the marking for that purpose here, so don't forget that. Now let's check the length of the power cable. The cable length is 3 meters. Now let's power on the camera. I'll turn it on. So this is the LED indicator. As you can see, it is now orange.
Please use the mobile phone to scan the QR code on the body label to enter the configuration interface. Waiting for connection.
So it is asking you to pair to the camera through the Mi Home app. So I have the Mi Home app here, and it has already found the IMILab security camera. It says this is the N series camera, even though this is called EC3 for the international version. So you select the IMILab security camera here. You should select only 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi because this camera supports only 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. Next.
Please enter a 4-digit password, 7068.
So now it's English, so that is good. It's telling the password, so I'll enter it. It has now connected.
Connecting. Please wait. Connection to Wi-Fi completed.
So it has connected to the camera and the setup is done. I'll select the location. Let's get started. Accept the agreement, and the user experience program, it is for sending some additional data. I do not need that, so you can cancel it. So now it has connected to the camera. As you can see, this is the live stream, and you can turn the camera from your app. And this is a siren function that it was mentioned in the box. So let's see how the siren works. If you click this siren button, then it will sound a siren for 10 seconds. So it is telling that it will make a loud siren alarm for 10 seconds. So that was a 10-second siren alarm. It should be triggered manually from the app. Let's go to the settings here. Check the camera settings, and this personal hotspot setting will be enabled if you connect this camera through the LAN or the Ethernet cable, and you can set the night vision settings and so on. It is currently automatic. That's all. And go to home monitoring. You can turn it on, and it has the key area settings, like you can select a key area in your camera. So you can select some of the key areas, and when there is a motion in that area, then it will send you an alert. I have already explained this feature in my previous review of the N2 camera. And the monitoring time, you can make it 24-hour surveillance if you want to get 24-hour notification, and the push notifications. If you want to get push notifications, you can turn it on. That's it. And if you go to manage storage, you can see how much storage is available. As you can see, it is currently in always record mode. You can also set to record only when motion is detected, and you also have the NAS option here, and you can also share this device to family members. And in general settings, you can see the firmware updates. In more settings, you can see the network info. It also has the voice call feature. I'll try the voice call feature, how the speaker of this camera is when I speak. Hello, this is the Smart Life channel and it's testing the EC3 camera. Is it audible? So that was a test of the voice call feature. Now I'll connect this camera using the Ethernet cable. So this is the Ethernet cable from my router. We can just connect it here. So that's it. This is for a temporary connection, but if you're installing outdoors, you should use this waterproofing equipment. I have shown you how to install this waterproofing equipment in my last review. Please check that. Now let's check the camera again. Now let's go to the settings. Go to the camera settings. You can now see that the personal hotspot setting has been enabled. So you can turn on the personal hotspot. Now the personal hotspot has been turned on, and you can change the Wi-Fi name and as well as the password here and save it. So it has been saved successfully. Now let's check the Wi-Fi if it is available. As you can see, the Wi-Fi is now available, EC3 Wi-Fi, and you can enter the password and connect. Now it has been connected to the Wi-Fi of the EC3 security camera, as you can see, and you can still stream the camera from the Wi-Fi. Yeah, this is the camera streaming through the Wi-Fi of the security camera, and you can also access internet through the hotspot of this camera, so that is good. So if you have the LAN connection like this, then you can do that. That is the personal hotspot feature of this camera. It's very useful feature. This camera doesn't have the native support for the power over Ethernet, that is the PoE, but you can easily use this kind of an adapter for the power over Ethernet and plug this camera using this PoE adapter like this, and you can use your PoE cable from your PoE router, easily plug in like this. The thing that you should remember is the PoE voltage should be 12 volts. I have already shown you how to set up the PoE using this kind of adapter in my previous video. Please check that. Now I'll install this camera outdoors and I'll record some footage. I'll show you how the camera performs during nighttime and daytime, and I'll also show you the raw footage of the camera. Now I have installed the camera outdoors. So let's go to Mi Home app and open the camera. As you can see, now it's live streaming the camera view. I've connected this camera to my local server. Previously it was connected to the Chinese server. I wanted to see the difference. The difference between the Chinese server and the local server is that there is no key area function in the local server. So if you connect to the Chinese server, you will get the key area settings, but it's not that required. If you connect to the local server, then you can get the notifications on time. So if you go to monitoring, you can see these are the messages that I got during any motion detection as well as human detection. So everything seems to work well, and the motion detection is also working well. And you can take a screenshot of the current frame as well as record a video from the live view directly to your phone like this, and you can find these recordings and screenshots in the photo album here. So as you can see here, these are the screenshots and the recordings, and I have set this camera to record only during motion detection, so that is why it's recording only during motion is detected. And in the playback you can see the recordings. So these are the features of the camera. I'll show you the raw footage from the camera. That was the review of the camera, and I think the build quality of this camera is very good, and it has a IP66 rating with a 2K HD video recording feature, and the video is recorded in the latest H.265 encoding, and that is good. And the Wi-Fi hotspot function is also a good feature if you have a LAN connection to your camera and you want to expand the Wi-Fi network for another camera or your smartphone and so on. And the video quality of the camera is also very good, and since this camera can be connected to any location, maybe the European server or the American or the Asian servers, the home monitoring function works very well. The key area setting of the camera is enabled only in the Chinese server, but if you connect to another server other than the Chinese mainland server, then you will not get the key area settings of this camera. The tilt function of this camera is also quite useful, but you don't have the automatic function to change the angle of the camera. You have to do it manually through the app, and I've also shown you how to connect this camera to the Windows app in my previous video. Please check that. And you can live stream the camera to your Windows computer easily. Coming to the differences of the IMILab EC3 with the IMILab N Series camera, that is a Chinese version. The EC3 camera records in the 2K resolution, so that is good. And another difference is the IP66 water resistance. The IMILab N2 camera had IP65 water resistance, and obviously the international version has the English voice prompt, so that is good. I think it is one of the most budget friendly outdoor security camera with the IP66 rating, as well as LAN connectivity, as well as the PTG option for changing the angle of the camera, and it supports micro SD card for local storage. Those are the things that I wanted to share with you. I hope you liked the video, and please like and share the video, and thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. I'll see you next time.